Kahla, Yahweh, Bashem, Yashai, Bashem, Kakdash, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai. Shalom. Double on to Elder Jima's great milestone. Shalom. Shalom to the elect of the 12 tribes, which is scattered abroad. Greetings. We call ourselves the hopeful elect, because we don't know who the elect are in these times. Shalom.
You know something's coming, and I'm telling you, it's closer than you think. You've probably heard people say, one day they'll put a chip in everyone. For years, that sounded like some sci-fi movie plot, right? Like something way off in the future. But look at what's happening right now. We got chips in bank cards, chips in passports, chips in your pets so they can track them if they get lost. They're even putting chips in clothes and sneakers to prove they're authentic. And here's the big one. They're already putting chips in people. Yeah, it's not just talk anymore. Some companies in Sweden, in America, in Australia, already offering their workers a chip in the hand so they can open doors, log into computers, and pay for lunch with just a swipe. Now, at first glance, it looks harmless. They sell it to you like it's convenient. No more forgetting your wallet, no more losing your ID, no more passwords. Sounds great, right? But let me ask you this. What happens when everything is tied to that chip? Your money, your job access, your medical records, even your travel passes? Here's the scary part. Once it's in you, you can't just take it out like a SIM card. You're locked in. They have control, and you can bet they're going to use that control. The Bible actually told us this would happen. Revelation chapter 13, verses 16 to 17 says, "It causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hand or on their foreheads, so that no one may buy or sell unless he has the mark." That's not me making it up. That's written in Scripture, almost 2,000 years ago. And here we are, watching it unfold. Think about it. The world is already moving away from cash. Everything's going digital. Your phone's your wallet now. Your car's connected to the internet. Your fridge can order groceries for you. And every one of these conveniences is one step closer to a world where you can't live without being connected to their system. And once they put that system in your body, you won't just log out. You won't just switch providers. If you refuse to follow their rules, they can turn off your access in seconds. No money, no buying food, no traveling, no job. That's the kind of power they'll have. And here's the truth. Most people won't even fight it. They'll line up for it because they'll make it sound good. They'll market it as safety, as progress, as something only few people would refuse. In Matthew 24, verse 24, "For false Christs and false prophets will arise and perform great signs and wonders so as to lead astray, if possible, even the elect." That means even believers, people who love God, could be tricked if they're not paying attention. So how do we not fall for it? Number one, start paying attention to what's going on now. Don't just scroll and say, "Oh, that's interesting," and move on. Every new piece of tech, every new way to pay, or new way to prove your identity, look at it with eyes wide open. Ask yourself, does this give me more control, or does it give them more control over me? Number two, get strong in your faith now. If you wait until the day they roll this out to start building your trust in God, you're already late. Because saying no might cost you everything. And the only thing that will keep you standing in that moment is knowing, deep down, that God will take care of you, even when the system cuts you off. This is not fear talk. This is a warning. The Bible gave us this heads up so we wouldn't be caught sleeping. It's coming, and it's coming fast. But you still have time to get ready, spiritually, mentally, and even practically. Stay awake. Stay sharp. Don't get caught in the trap of thinking, "It won't happen in my lifetime." That's what every generation before us thought, until the technology, the laws, and the mindset of the world lined up perfectly, just like they are right now. I'm telling you, when they finally introduce it, many people won't be able to get out. So make the decision now, before you're in that line, before the pressure hits, before the choice feels impossible. Because once you take it, you can't take it back.
Because once you take it, you can't take it back. Revelations 14.
Once you take it, Can't take it back out. Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he calleth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. The thing I said it says he over here. I'm going to go there real quick. And he. Wow. All right. And he called of all, both small and great. Who is the he? Esau, Edom, the tabernacles of Edom in Psalm 83, the elites of Esau, they have been plotting this in the shadows, whom you call like the heads of the Illuminati. Illuminati means what? The illuminated ones, written about in the book of Isaiah. Lucifer. How art thou fallen from How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? Lucifer means what? Light bearer. Esau. Man, you Illuminati, illuminated ones, Esau is leading like the light now of the world, with his left-hand side, wicked, duller light. But the true light is this truth. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. Small and great. From your average John and Jane Doe to your great celebrities, your presidents, your prime ministers, rich and poor, to your millionaires, all that. All the way down to what they call the middle class, which is going into the poor class. Because you be like, I'm middle class, when really it's like, man, you poor class. Free and born. Whether you're free to walk the street or in prison, in jail. To receive a mark. What's that? Kharigba. Kharigba. Let's go there for mark.
Strong's G 5480. Kharigba. Kharigba.
A stamp, an imprinted mark. Of the mark stamped on the forehead on the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist. We know there are many Antichrists. Let's get that. It's in the book of John. 1 John chapter 2, verse 18. Little children, it is the last time, and as ye have heard that Antichrist shall come, even now are there many Antichrists, whereby we know that it is the last time. Antichrist is what? It's a compound word. You have anti, which means what? Against. You have Christ, which means what? Anointed one. So if you have against and you have the anointed one, what does that mean? Against the anointed one, against Yahushai. You Muslims, Christians, anybody that's against Yahushai. You go around saying Yahushai don't exist and so on and so forth, you're against Yahushai. You're an antichrist. Now, the mark branded upon horses, thin carved, sculpture, graven work of idolatrous images. A stamp, an imprinted mark. That's what's going to be a physical thing. It's not going to be a picture of who? Jesus Christ. That is not the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast is a physical thing. Imagine that. Walk into your local Walmart. I'm coming to buy and sell. And they ask you, do you have the mark of the beast? And you pull out a picture of this guy and say, yeah. That is bugged out. That means that everybody, the Muslims, they got to give up their Muhammad. No, the mark of the beast is something you used to be buying and selling. You can't use a picture of Jesus Christ to buy and sell. Mark of the beast is going to be like CBDC, which is what? Central bank digital currency. It's going to be money digitally. And you can use that to buy and sell. Because the mark of the beast can store information and be used to buy and sell, as in Sweden is the example. The mark of the beast, M0TB, can store information ranging from a simple unique identifier to more complex data like product details or transaction history, buying and selling. Now, these phones have these things inside of them, but it's not in your hand. If you have taken the mark of the beast and it is in your hand, you're doomed. Pursuing Revelation 14th chapter, no salvation for you. Going to the root word of etymology of kharigma. Kharigma.
Strong's G 5482. Kharaks. Kharaks.
A pale or stake, a palisade. Remember, this is John the Revelator on Island of Patmos more than 2,000 years ago. Seeing all this, he's comparing it to things of his time period. So, you have to type in ancient palisade. And what would you know? Look at what we have. This is a palisade. What does this look like? Oh my, that's what this look like. This needle. You see that needle? That's a palisade. See this needle? This is a palisade. It's being compared to things of his time period. John the Revelator out of Patmos more than 2,000 years ago lived during the Roman age. The Roman ion. Ion is a Greek word meaning age, time period. Chrax. Chrax. This says root word etymology from chraso, to sharpen to a point akin to, through the idea of scratching. Akin to it? What?
Strong's G 1125. Grapho. Grapho.
From chraso, to sharpen to a point akin to grapho, through the idea of scratching. Grapho. Grapho. To write, with reference to the form of the letters. When you write with a pencil, think of the shape of the pencil. To draw up in writing, compose. To delineate or form letters on a tablet, parchment, paper, other material.
Delineate.
Describe or portray something precisely. So when you draw, you're doing that. Look at this here. When you draw on something, it even looks like that. My goodness. But yeah, the root word comes from something to draw. And when you draw with a pencil, it has a tip, a sharp piece, and it draws in. Make it even clearer. John the Revelator, you see in the Isle of Patmos more than 2,000 years ago. He's comparing it to a palisade. The needle used for the M0TB. Now you see what it is. And that no man might buy or sell. Verse 17, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, put into the M0TB, can be used for buying or selling. Verse 18, here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. His number is 603 603 is what in the Greek? Chai ksai stigma. Chai ksai stigma.
Strong's G 5516. Chai, Xi, stigma. Chai, Xi, stigma.
It's going to stigma.
Strong's G 4742. Stigma. Stigma.
A mark pricked in or bred upon the body. Yeah, you're pricking somebody with this. To ancient Oriental usage, slaves and soldiers bore the name or the stamp of their master or commander, branded or pricked, cut. Does this not cut? Prick. Into their bodies to indicate what master or general they belong to. It's going to be known. Your master general is Esau Edom, so-called white man, going up to the Rothschilds, Rockefellers, Oppenheimers, the elite banking families that rule the world secretly. the counsel of the wicked, the secret counsel of the wicked, as the scriptures speak about. They seek deep to hide their thoughts and all that. And they go on saying, who seeth me? Let's get that. Woe to them that seek deep. Isaiah chapter 29, verse 15. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from Yahweh, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us? That's going into the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Oppenheimers. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is casting what? The light of this truth upon them. Now they can no longer hide. Isaiah 47, verse 3, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Yahushua is going to come back, take vengeance, and come back in celestial powers and all that as an angelic force. He's not coming back as a human mortal man. He's coming back as an angel, angelic force that no one can reckon with. All right. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. Esau, you are being exposed by who? The men of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the true prophets teaching and preaching the names of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You know, you go on with the elder apostles hard on down, being exposed into their bodies to indicate what master or general they belong to, and there were even some devotees who stamped themselves in this way with the token of their gods. Doth not Esau have a god complex? This is Ezekiel, I think it's 28. See? It is 28. Verse 1, the word of Yahweh came again unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrese, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God. I sit in the seat of God, in the midst of the seas. Yet thou art a man and not God, though thou set thine heart as the heart of God. Esau has what? A God complex. Let's type that in. Define God complex. Is an unshakable belief that one is superior, infallible, characterized by inflated feelings of personal ability, privilege, and a lack of accountability. Sound like Esau, Edom. Their pride. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, dwellest in the land of Uz. Infallible. Incapable of making mistakes or being wrong. I am always right. Thy terribleness hath deceived thee. This is Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 16. Thy terribleness hath deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart. Heart is the mind, goes back to the Hebrew, love. And the pride of thy mind, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill, though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith Yahweh, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Esau got his skyscrapers high like the eagle, and also going into his space stations high in the stars. No matter how high you go, Esau, because these eagles, they go high. And Esau, he go like Burj Khalifa height and higher and all this. Man. That holdest the height of the hill. The scriptures, they do speak about the space stations, though thou exalt thy nest amongst the stars. So yeah, this man got a God complex, went through Revelation 13, 16, brought out some precepts. I implore you to watch this right here. GMS Babylon is falling. Digital ID to micro CHIPS. CHIPS. A prophecy you can no longer ignore. M0TB. M0TB is what? RFID CHIP. Right hand or left hand. One on the forehead is the brain CHIP. Over here. Let's look up. Can with a white woman buy or sell? Nah, that's not what I'm looking for. Be used get into Walmart. See? Sleeping, sexual relations have absolutely no bearing on employment at Walmart. Now let's just change employing for buying. You can't do nothing to buy. All right? So sleeping with the white woman is not the M0TB. Can hegemony be used to buy at Walmart? Hegemony cannot be used to pay for goods at Walmart. Oh, okay. Even Google got it. Can John 3:16. Let's lock in. No, you cannot use the Bible verse John 3:16 to buy anything at Walmart. Let's go to Google. Can a M0TB CHIP be used to buy and sell at Walmart? Wait. This is saying you can't, but how do we know it will be? How? Because the current fiat money is going to what? Get destabilized. This money, fiat money, is going to be destabilized. The dollar is going to crash. How do we know this? Well, I'm going to go back to Google. Can John 3:16 be used to store money? No, it cannot. It's right here. Sleeping with somebody, and that fact, is not a form of storing money. You can't buy or sell with. Can hegemony be used to store money? The word itself, as it refers to a concept of dominance rather than a physical entity. The country or state that holds hegemonic position in the global economy. Yes, if the mark of the beast is hegemony, how do I take this? How? What I gotta do? Try and eat a whole country? Something, I don't know. Something I'm missing? It's nothing I'm missing. You can't use this as a form of. You go to the store, the guard is there. He says, "You have hegemony on you?" I don't have hegemony, sir. A lot of people in America probably don't even know what hegemony means. Sweden, M0TB for buying. People in Sweden are using M0TBs to unlock doors, buy tickets. Buy. We have a winner. M0TB is what? RFID, CHIP, right hand or left hand. Taking your left hand, still be destroyed. Taking in your right hand, be destroyed. The brain, CHIP, is the M0TB. Revelation 14, verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, higher.
Strong's G 5495. Higher.
Yes, the Greek word higher means hand and can refer to either the left or the right hand. The same shall drink. So that verse 9 again. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture. It's not diluted with mixture. Into the cup of his indignation. Indignation means what? Righteous anger. And he shall be tormented with fire, he or she, even children, shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and the presence of the Lamb. Who the Lamb? Yahushai. Book of Job speaks about, I pray thee, whoever perish being innocent, or where would a righteous cut off? children included, women and children. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Here is the pages of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of Yahweh and the faith of Yahweh Shai. Is there an everlasting hell? No. How do we know that? Jonah chapter 2, verses 1 and 2. It goes into it. Jonah was in hell, but where was he? He was in the fish's belly. Ratification's sake. Let me go there real quick. Get word for word. Yeah, belly of hell. That was that. Jonah chapter 2, verse 1. Then Jonah prayed unto Yahweh his God, his power out of the fish's belly, and said, I cried by reason of mine affliction unto Yahweh, and he heard me. Out of the belly of hell cried I, and thou heardest my voice. So Jonah was in the belly of hell. Where was he? He was in the fish's belly. He was not in everlasting hell and torments. This is going to the book of Psalm 18, snares of death. Because death, go to the New Testament, it's going to lead you to the Greek word Hades, which leads you back to the Hebrew word Sheol. Hell is the grave or a condition. So it was the grave, death, and grave. It means the grave or a condition. It's a condition in Jonah chapter 2. Psalm 18, verse 4, the sorrows of death compassed me, and the floods of ungodly men made me afraid. The sorrows of hell compassed me about, the snares of death prevented me. Yeah, when I said death for hell, I meant like the grave. The sorrows of hell, the sorrows of the grave compassed me about, but the snares of death prevented me. Why? In my distress I called upon Yahweh, and cried unto my God, my power. He heard me. He heard my voice out of his temple, and my cry came before him, even into his ears. In his distress, the sorrows of the grave, he could have died, the snares of death. You get put to death, you get sent to hell, and hell is where? The grave. You get put to death, you get sent to the grave. So if you say, I'm coming with the powers of hell, you're threatening to put somebody to death. You're threatening to send them to the grave. So you see how death and hell similar. And on that note, Shalom. Kal Halal, Yahweh, Bashem, Yoshai, Bashem, Kal Kodash, Brakte Yahweh, Brakte Yahweh Shai. Shalom. The honor to Elder GMS Great Muslim. Shalom.